gonna see. Let's go ahead and have you back it up.
You want me to back up? What about that bar sticking out way over there?
Go forward.
Now, okay. Want to step back out here? Now, with your weight distribution, what you want to do is you want to hit yourself up, then you want to lock yourself on. So, what we're going to do is we're going to extend it up. What that does is take the weight off the back of your vehicle and takes the tension off, so it makes it easier to put your distribution bars on. So when you put them on, we're going to have it hitched up, then we're going to lift it up exactly the same way it's taken them off. You're going to have it as high as you can. And then you also get to test out your hitch line.
To see if it's connected.
It's going to be connected. This is going to pick up the back of your truck there, about 2 inches off the screen.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, that's interesting.
So, as you can see, have you lifted up there. Now with your weight distribution bars, as you can see, and that's how they go into place.
You need to be on that side.
And when you took it out, you popped this
Pop that
out.
little pin. Now, let me show you how to release it. You're going to rotate it towards your front here. Excuse me. Oops. And it slides. After you're hitched up, you want to lift your truck up to about 2 inches off the springs there. Then you put your weight distribution bars in place. As you can see, they just pop into place. To take them off, to rotate these to the front, it slides out. So pop it back in. Here you are. Now, same thing to the other side. We did on the other side, we're going to do to this side. Bring your thing down. We're going to count 6 links from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take that little bar.
Oh, that's
Slippery window. Going up more?
Yeah, it makes it easier to put these bars on.
Gotcha.
These chains on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I would have thought you'd gone down too. Using more leverage.
There we are. Let's go ahead. Now, once you have those in place, that's where these Carter pins come in. You're going to take them. There should be a little hole right here on the side. Pop it in place.
And it doesn't matter if it's on the left or the right.
Or the right.
Okay.
So we're going to do the same thing to the other side.
Just unplug the wire.
He's just taking some of the slack
Just
out.
wrapping it up. Oh, okay.
How does say half the lucky number?
There you go. Hook up your breakaway cable and your chains here. Now, do you know about your breakaway cable, what it's for?
Just that if the trailer became detached from the vehicle, it would lock the brakes.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what it is.
You just taking up some slack?
Oh, I'm just unraveling it. I'm a hook connected to your chains.
Yeah.
Now with your chains, we're going to cross them just in case of an emergency. It's going to give you a little bit of added tension,
Okay.
so it falls on your chains and it doesn't break.
Right.
Do these tags need to be here?
That's just, you can take them off. You know, they're not necessary. It's just showing you the
We
weight
should,
and
babe.
everything in the morning.
Can you get them off?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Well, I thought maybe you could.
Didn't want to void the warranty or anything.
No.
just something else to be dangling because
Dragging.
you hear noise and it's like, what's that noise? What's that noise?
Here.
Here you go. Let's see.
And did you just hook it? Is
Yeah,
that all you
I
did?
just hooked it. I kind of twisted them a little bit, so like you say, takes up some of the slack.
Okay. Do you recommend going through or
Either
not at
or.
all?
Right there. Oh, with the breakaway cable?
Oh. I was just taking off this other piece.
Oh, okay. All right, with your breakaway cable, we run it through your chains here.
And that goes where?
Just connected on the back of your chain right here. There we go.
But wouldn't it be onto the hitch here? So if the trailer came off, you'd pull this?
No, as soon as the what's the name, all you need is to slacken the what's the name to pull the chain. So if this pulls off, and it's nowhere to connect onto that frame and stuff.
Oh, okay. So
We just fit this in the thing. What you just want to do is have it hooked onto something, so if this pulls off, it pulls this pin out.
Oh, gotcha.
And the reason
Okay,
we
it's
wrap it
on there.
around your chains, just so it doesn't drag on the ground, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't want it to hook on something else and pull out.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be disastrous. Sway control.
Not sure if they told you guys, this has to come off when you're backing up. Because if you start to turn or anything like this, this is going to bind that. It's going to act as a spring to shoot off. So anytime you back up, just as a safety precaution, come out here and remove this. Now, if you're traveling in a highway, if you're not taking a long distance trip, you really don't have to use this. It's intended for your highway trips and long distance traveling. If you get out there on the open road, it stops the swaying in the back here. So if the winds, or if you notice sometimes if towing, you pass by a semi passes you up, you get that shaking, that stiffens it up and eliminates that.
Which we could have on the way home even.
So that it connects on here, loosen it up,
Oh wait,
that way it slides.
you didn't see that. Did you see that?
Yeah, loosen it up so
Yeah.
it moves.
Take your pin out. Take this pin connected to here. That holds it in place. Then it's going to go in this little bar right here. So, then you take your other carter pin and it slides in right behind it. There we go. Then we're going to tighten it up. There we are. So, with your bar, you see, it's tight and it's not loose. Now, you are able to adjust it. If you get out there and it gets windy and starts to shake the back of your truck, you have it too tight. Come out here and loosen it up. If it starts to fishtail the back of your trailer, you have it too loose. You come out here and then you tighten it up. But right now, I have you in the medium. It's pretty stiff right there. So take it, get out there on the road. It should be just only hold that trailer in place. You shouldn't feel a lot of shaking in the back and the rear. And now we can do your electric and test your lights and everything.
Okay.
It's going to be the access coils or your vent coils for your refrigerator. So no need to, the only thing you want to do is, like I said, every 6 months, just dust them off. All right, right here is going to be your fresh water tank fill. So when you're filling for your fresh water tank is basically a holding tank for fresh water. When you're dry camping, when you're not camping at an RV park where you have hookups, it's going to be your water supply. Take a drinking water hose, fill it until it starts to overflow from the spout right here. That's how you know you're filled.
And it doesn't have a connection, it just sits in there?
Just sits in there. Now they do have a little spout you can buy to where you're able to turn it on and off from the little spout, to where you don't have to, if you have it filled, you don't have to run back to the spout itself or where you turn it on and off at. That fits inside of here, so you don't have to just put the little holes, just sit it right there. Goes deep inside of there, and costs about $1. You can find it at any hardware store.
What should the tire pressure be at? Is it 60? Or
I believe for your max load, it is going to be 65.
65.
Yeah.
Are they low now?
No,
No.
your tire pressure's been checked.
Okay.
Yep, and you're filled with nitrogen also.
Oh, cool.
Tell by the little gray cap.
Oh, okay.
Up top here is going to be the exhaust fan for your stovetop. Furnace exhaust, your furnace is basically going to be the heater for your trailer when running it. This is going to expel hot air, as you can see by the little hot symbols. You do not want to store any kind of plastic lawn furniture near there because it can melt. Also watch out for small children who may be playing in the area because it can burn themselves. Backer location, this is a cable output and a regular 110 outlet, so if you ever wanted to add a portable television for outside. Right here is going to be your black tank flush. What your black tank flush does is keeps your sidewalls and the sensors clean inside of your black tank, so you don't get any misread levels. In the older model trailers, in order to do that, you had to go inside with a hose and a little wand attachment. Well, the newer ones, they eliminated that process. Connect a hose to here, turn it on. The pressure from that hose or your water connection is going to send a spindle on the inside of that black tank. High pressure jets are going to clean your sidewalls and basically keep that sensor clean, so no kind of excrement gets stuck on there and you get misread levels.
What was this little thing?
Just open your vent right here.
Oh.
Notice the cap, and that's just closed.
So that should be open when
That
you're
should
using
be
it
open
then?
when you're using it, and then for storing it, you can keep it closed. Your bumper is going to act as storage for your sewage hose. All you have to do is break it down, take the 90-degree elbow off, slide it right in there, pop your tap on, you're good to go. Spare tire, and your roof access ladder. Your roof access ladder has a weight limit of 225 pounds. You do want to get up there once a year just to check the seals around your vent areas to make sure there aren't any kind of cracks or anything like that, so you don't get any kind of leaks on the inside.
So 225, we can't all hang out up there.
No, we do not recommend. A lot of people think, we can put patio chairs.
Yeah.
Deck. It's not to be used as a deck area.
Good to know. Okay.
This is going to be access to your bunk or storage. Down below here is going to be your dump station. Right here is going to be your sewage outlet. Oops, just fresh water, we're okay. And your black handle is going to indicate your black tank. Gray handle is going to indicate your gray tank. Your black tank is dedicated to the waste from your toilet. Gray tank is the waste from your sinks and your showers.
And you push it in to open it?
You push it in to close it. These are now closed.
So when you're draining them, they're, oh, okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
It joins together, and you open one or the other.
You open one or the other.
Got it.
So you open the black first,
Yes,
then
sir.
flush it with the gray.
Then flush
after.
it with the gray
Got
after.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, after you empty out your black tank, do remember you have that black tank flush on the other side. Go ahead and run that, allowed to run for about 3 to 5 minutes. Depending on what sewage hose you buy, we recommend getting one with the 90-degree clear elbow in there so you can see your water coming out. Once you start to see it get a little clearer, you're good to go.
That's what we're looking for. Did you have your little tape measure?
Yeah. What do you have? It's very small.
Yeah.
Oh god. We found it in the glove compartment.
It's kind of high center to where you're like this, coming up there, so where that's going to drag. Because I can't tell you how many times people have ripped that off.
Yeah, I know. We hear a lot of it, so it's like.
Right here is going to be your door stop for your door right there. Or if you want to just leave it open, it connects there and it holds the door open. Your 30 amp cord, you're going to have 25 feet in length. This is where you're connected at. This cord will go along with you after the end of our orientation. I'll wrap it up and put it in your front compartment. Satellite hookup, if you ever decide to do a portable satellite. This is going to be your cable connection if you're camping at an RV park and they have cable hookup.
That means you have power.
That means you have power right there. And it's letting you know 30 amp service, 125 volts. So with your 30 amp service, you'll basically, every RV park or resort has a 30 amp hookup, so you're good there. Only thing, if you do decide to store it at your house and you want to plug it in there, you won't have to buy an adapter. That adapter can drop you down to a regular 110 outlet for you to plug in and get your batteries charged up and the refrigerator cooled off, getting ready for a trip basically.
But it won't run the air conditioning.
It won't run the air conditioning. You'll be able to run basically some lights. You may be able to turn on your television, get some usage out of that, but any appliance like your microwave or your AC, it's going to blow your brain. Service access for your hot water heater. Really no need to go in here unless you're doing any type of service to it.
Is there, I've seen some, I'm not sure if it was the older model
Where it had the iron rod.
had something with a reset
Oh.
button that always had to be reset.
Nope, you don't have that option.
Okay.
That's what the what's the name. Or newer ones, they do have with the two little buttons to reset buttons. So in case of a power overload or anything like that, you would have to come out here and push them in. You don't have that on this one.
Okay.
This is going to be your pressure release valve. So, especially in the morning there, when you first get it started, this will leak water. Don't need to be alarmed. It's your hot water heater burping itself or relieving its pressure.
Where does the water?
It's going to drip from right here. It's going to drain down.
Okay.
And as you can see, the little bracket is metal, so you don't have to worry about that there. Outdoor shower. Water conservation shower head. You're able to conserve the water and stop the flow basically, so you don't empty out your fresh water tank or your hot water tank itself. You have a small hot water system, so basically your tank is only 6 gallons. You're only going to get about 8 to 10 minutes of hot water in the shower. So your showers have to be extremely quick. With
turn
the
off, turn on.
Right, that's why you have that option. The recovery rate is going to be about 15 minutes on your propane. I believe on the electric option on here, it's going to be about 30 minutes.
Not too bad. Just space out the showers.
So no long showers.
I was in the Navy.
That's what a guy told me. He said, you know what, those are Navy showers.
Yeah,
I've done
not
the-
a big
I've
deal.
done
We
the-
had 2 minutes then.
And I've done the coin-operated ones at the campground, and I
Yeah.
got it done in like 4.
Right here is going to be your city water connection. So when you're camping at an RV park or resort, they'll have water hookups. This is where you connect it at. Only thing you have to use is a pressure regulator valve. And what that does is regulate the PSI coming into your trailer so you don't blow any water lines.
I have one.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
We used them on our pop-up.
Pop-up boat.
Yeah.
And pass-through access to your front storage. 1/3 still filled. You want to empty that water out simply because that's just stagnant water sitting in that fresh water tank.
Gotcha.
Any stagnant water can cause mold. So anytime you have any kind of leftover water from a trip, you can go ahead and turn that valve, and it's going to drain from the bottom there.
And if you're in icy
Situations, things like
that
that, where
sometimes freezes.
that sometimes freezes. So, which you don't have any kind of warming blankets on your holding tank. I believe they are insulated, but to extreme conditions, they will freeze over, so you can drain the water out, so that tank does not freeze and crack. Are there any questions about the outside, or anything that any questions that I hadn't answered for you guys?
I don't think so.
I think that's it.
Okay, let's go ahead and make